Hello, everybody. I am yet again Price McKinney, simply put. And as always, I want to thank you for listening and tuning in. Driving, obviously, enjoying the elements, going on a mission trip. Just is what it is. So again, I want to thank each of you. I don't take it for granted. Every time I do a video now, I'm reminded of that in the beginning, when I was just talking about doing this, and now it's actually a reality. And so again, I don't take it for granted. I thank all of you for any and everything that you've done. Most definitely for my supplier. Who has to deal with me on a regular basis. God bless her heart. She's absolutely amazing, and I'm grateful, and I thank you. So, I want to talk about a topic. Normally, I have the topic I'm going to discuss written down. The title of it, and I'll go with that. Oftentimes, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I just think through it, process it, decide, okay, this is what I want to deal with. Other times, and this is one of them, I go with whatever the consistent conversation has been. I talk to people all the time about relationships. People come to me, ask me questions, and I just can't get away from it, which I don't run from it anymore. I've accepted it for what it is, but oftentimes there's a consistency with, what that particular topic is, and so this is one of those moments, and so today's title is going to be "Be Present." Whoever, just be present, and I'm not saying work overtime. In whatever relationship you're in. And this applies to whether you're single, involved, married, whatever you title it. It doesn't matter. Be present, be available. I was talking to a friend of mine, and great conversation. And one of the things she stated, and I've said this before as well, and I'm going to say it again. If you want to test the strength of your relationship, put the phone down and see what you're able to talk about. See what your conversation is and how you communicate. Because, we live in a day now where everything is social media, everything is technology, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. Don't get it twisted. I'm not technologically advanced at all. I just know people that are. And I don't mind asking questions. It just is what it is. However, my strong suit is being able to communicate. And I don't. When you're one-on-one with that person, and this is a pet peeve of mine. It doesn't have to be yours. I'm just sharing, my experience. If I'm talking to you face to face, one-on-one, right? And you pick the phone up and start texting, or, God forbid, start Facebooking or Instagramming, whichever the case may be. Right in the middle of the conversation, Houston, we have a problem. Because number one, that says your attention span is too short for this. Number two, I take it as you being disinterested in whatever it is that we are talking about. So if that's what you do, and you're comfortable with that, you're content with that, and whoever you're with is okay with that, then by all means roll with it. However, at the end of the day, you still have to talk to people. Yes, I get it. The younger generation, everything they were born into technology and computers. So I understand. I totally understand. However, you still have to have conversations with people. You cannot live your life or build a relationship with anybody through technology, a phone, or computer. It just can't be done. you can't learn I was talking to a guy yesterday, and he, God bless his heart, he was dealing with the baby mama issue, okay? And so he's standing in front of me talking to me, and he's texting into the phone, and then she turns around and calls him 3 times, and he didn't answer the phone, and then she says in a text, hello. And then he turns around and asks me, should he call her back? And I said, for what? I said, all you gonna do is repeat the same thing you just got through texting. And if you're gonna build the conversation through text message, then amen. This video is not for you. This message is not for you. But if you're human and you inhale and exhale, and you still do it the old school way, whereby and at some point you still have to do that. Learn the person, understand who they are, learn yourself, know your role, know your responsibility, and be available, be present. Now I don't mean, and I say it all the time, don't dive into anything head first. Keep your eyeballs open, keep your ears open. However, learn to talk. And I get it. Many of us, especially men, we don't. That's not something we do. Our go-to move is to withdraw and pull back. And shut down. So for many of us, talking becomes a learned behavior, but it can be done. It can be done. And I've said this: don't talk at the person, talk to them. Talk to them like they're a human being, not like they're the phone that you're holding in your hand. And give that person your attention. I'm not saying that you even have to do or give them, all the time your undivided attention per se. But give them your attention. Be respectful of that. If somebody comes to you and they say, the individual you're with, and they come to you and say, well, hey, I need to talk. Set aside some time to do that. It doesn't have to be all day. They ain't got to turn into a 24-hour affair. No, absolutely not. However, carve out some time. Say, okay, will this time work for you? And just decide on it and make it happen. And then when you do have the conversation, whether it's good, bad, and indifferent, be engaged, be attentive, listen to what the person is saying, and don't pre-record your answer or assume that this is what it's going to be about. Just listen to what it is. Take your deep breath if you have to, and then woosah, whatever you got to do. But just pay attention and listen, because we live in a day now where everybody's so disconnected. We live our lives through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok now is the new one. Even though it's been around for a minute, everybody's doing TikTok, and it's fine. I get it. I make good use of it myself. However, I don't build my relationships with the people I have. I don't do that through Facebook. I don't do it through Instagram. I text them, I call them, hey, how you doing? Are you okay? Was just thinking about you. What up, player? You was on my mind. You good? Whatever the case may be, but I don't do that through social media. I text them or I call them. And so I'm just saying, be present, be in the moment. Be in the moment, and that's all I'm saying. Just be present, be in the moment, be engaged, be attentive. If you're sitting across from that person, if you're FaceTiming them, Google Duo, or just, the old school way, just having a conversation on the phone, whatever the case may be, just make that happen. I'm sure everybody wants to be heard. Everybody has a voice. Everybody wants to be heard. And I get the different dynamics of that, the different things to influence, the bad part about it and the good. However, just consider what you would want to happen if you need to talk to somebody or you want to share something with that person. Just be present. Be there. Just be there. Be in that moment. And that's one of the things I learned from having COVID is I was the guy that lived so far into tomorrow I completely skipped the day. And now I don't do that. I live it in reverse. Now I'm in the moment. So if I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. If I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing, pedaling around my apartment or whatever, that's what I'm doing. And yes, I plan for tomorrow, but I do it tomorrow when it gets there. Because when I had COVID, the thing of it was, I didn't know if I was going to make it to tomorrow. My prayer was, Lord, just let me breathe into the next day. So I learned to understand, be in the moment, and deal with tomorrow when it gets here. So be present, be in the moment, be attentive, be available. And that's what this is. So I am, yet again, Price McKinney, simply put. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, simply put, PM. Most importantly, go to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. And as I always say, I'm not an expert. I just simply know what I know. And I promise you, I'll see you soon.